Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and we have not had new comic book day in 2 Wednesdays, and I'm going through withdrawals. I bought Gotham High. Now, that's not really the reason. I really knew that I could make a couple videos out of it, and I did not expect it to go this deep. Like, I figured I'd make a video on it and move on. No, I think at this point I'm going to do it in 3. So I'm going to, in this one, obviously spoilers, talk about the characters. And then do a video probably on the storyline and everything with that. And then do a video maybe on what I thought was good about it. Because there were a few good things involved. That video probably ended up being like 3 minutes. But even so. So, this story is totally different than the trailer it represents. Like, it really made you feel in that trailer that they were going to use social media a lot, right? Now, they really don't. Like, maybe 2 or 3 times, and it's simply, like, to further the plot, but it's not social media derived. I mean, it's dumb. I'm gonna say it's dumb right now. And I don't like to use, okay, well, sometimes I do. I only use SJW when it's really applicable. Like, I feel like that word has kind of became like NAZI, where it just has lost its meaning. Not now. This is absolutely applicable. This is something else. So, I want to talk about the characters in this video. And the characters were literally, I think, all except 2. They were either race-bended or gender-bent. Or both. There was an instance of both. Oh, boy. So let's talk about the side characters. Rick Grayson. If you saw my video before, when I did a kind of review on the preview of it, we talked about Rick Grayson. Now, he was basically gender swapped for a dark-skinned man, black man. And he became the story's damsel in distress. Not only that, but he's like, okay, so there's a couple characters, they're all male characters that kind of that were race swapped to become this damsel in distress. It's like, women now aren't fun to be damsels in distress. It's gonna be black men. That's really what it is. This is SJW politics at its finest. But we don't really see Rick, and it doesn't make sense because they're going to the same high school, so they're probably within a year or 2 of each other. Literally 3 at the most. Like, even if he's a senior and Rick is a freshman, it still does not make any sense whatsoever. They should have at least 10 years. At least probably 20 years. But sure, we know the author of this basically admitted that she knows nothing about the mythos. Anyway, so let's move on. Another character that was just completely thrown against the wall and hope it sticks. Poison Ivy. They turned her into, I'm not even kidding you, she looks like Daria. Like, when I seen this, that shows my age. She looks like Daria. Like, I read her voice in Daria's voice. That's how bad it was. And then they have to make sure, like, they're just friends. She works with Bruce, she works with Selina. And then they're like, oh, gotta make sure we add in that girl crush thing there because it makes sense, right? Because what? Like, did they not know that it's Harley and Ivy? Did they think that it was Catwoman? I guess, whatever. Gotham City Sirens were great. I definitely recommend reading it. Not this, though. So, let's talk about Gordon. I actually didn't realize this was Gordon until quite a couple pages later. First off, completely unprofessional, completely race swapped, completely gender swapped. She is the principal. Yes, she is the principal at the high school that they go to. And she's like eating in front of Bruce, their first meeting. She's like, here, have half of my sandwich. What? You're his principal. Like, that is so weird to me. Like, it's just as weird as the race swapping and the gender swapping. And so she has a daughter, right? You're expecting to see Babs, right? You're going to obviously know that she's already Afro and gender swapped. But she goes on to call her Barbie, right? Barbie, because Barbara Gordon's ever been called she's a flirt, kind of, but, like, she's not really there other than to be like, hey, I'm part of the Batman mythos. Look at me. I know names. Basically what it is. So Harvey Dent was another one. I couldn't decide Like, he's kind of white. I don't know if it's just the color palette, but he was kind of race swap. Like, he looks maybe mixed or something. I don't know. And I think the reason why they do this, make him a light-skinned man and then Rick Grayson a dark-skinned man, is because they're both, in the story, damsels in distress, right? They both need saving. So Rick was saved because Bruce, saved him because he was a bully. Now Harvey was saved because it was supposed to be Bruce that they took, and Harvey was saved simply because of money, I guess. I don't know. He's a pussy in the whole story. And then they retcon the coin. So Harvey's whole thing is Harvey Dent. He's Two-Face. He uses a coin to decide fate a lot of the time. But no, Joker came up with that. Bet you didn't know Joker made that shit up. Sure, whatever. So, the parents. Let's talk about the Waynes. Well, it's not the Waynes, it's Marsha Wayne, who became Martha Wayne. And all of her money, yes, her money, was what made the Wayne Corporation. And Alfred even pulls at one point, and we're going to talk about Alfred next, but he even pulls like, oh, I think you know my sister. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Anyways, let's talk about Alfred. He's dumb. Like, it's quite possibly the worst Alfred I have ever seen. Now, Alfred has been gay before. This isn't the first time we've seen this type of Alfred. This is the worst it's ever been done. We get to meet his husband, and they are both very prude, pretentious looking, I guess is the best word. But what bugged me the most about Alfred was the fact that when the Waynes died, basically the story is that he completely abandoned Bruce. He sent him away to boarding school until he got kicked out. And what bugged me the most is the vibe that you get from Alfred was, okay, so let's set a timeline here. They died. Then he sent him away to boarding school. Then months before Bruce's 18th birthday, when his trust fund is about to come in, he shows back up and he's like, I'm going to take care of you because we're family. Get the fuck out of town, dude. You are a joke. You are not Alfred. You are some ghost, recon of this. I don't know what she was thinking with Alfred. Actually, out of everyone, this was the worst character. Like, he literally just wanted Bruce for his money and for his husband and for his, I don't know what Cristal or something he called it. His, wine. I don't know. It was the worst character. So let's talk about the main three, right? Everybody's waiting for the main three. Joker was actually meh. He was okay. He said dumb things. Like obviously the dialogue was terrible. But the weirdest part about Joker to me was he used playing poker and different card games to take money from the rich, and it kind of fed his pranksters, right? So when I was in high school, that age, 17, the only time I played cards was if I was playing some sort of drinking game. I'm sorry, at that age, maybe it's just me, but at that age, I worked at Rite Aid. Like, I didn't care about money. I cared about hanging out with my friends and getting my drink on. Yeah, I was bad at that age. Anyways, it just was really stupid to me. He's super romantic too, which is really weird. Like, I just can't think of Joker being romantic. Like, Jack Napier is not, obviously Joker, it's something similar to him. It's a shell of him. But he's weirdly romantic. Like, Joker is a complete cocksucker when it comes to how he treats Harley. He's not gonna be romantic. Come on now. So, another thing that was really, really stupid when it came to Joker was the fact that so you're supposed to feel bad for him, right? You're supposed to have a little empathy for him. He walks into his house. We see his mom. You're going to guess this before I say it. She's probably drunk, passed out on the couch. And his dad is literally throwing pills in his mouth. Yep. What? God, you know how to write cliches, don't you, honey? My God. Okay, so Bruce. Here's the thing. I was sitting here and I wrote down all the characters' name. I don't script my videos, but I just wanted to have everyone's name written down so I didn't miss anybody. So I was trying to think of what to say about Bruce. That's a bad thing. Like, when your main character is so forgettable that I don't know what to say about him besides the fact that you made him Asian. What else was special about Bruce? None. He got some from Selina. That was it. Like, there's nothing to say about that character. He was Bruce. He was there. He wasn't even Bruce. He was just there. We'll say that about him. Last character that I actually think they got the closest to is Selina. She was manipulative. She was thoughty. She was a lot of different things. She was kind of our main character, right? So we got to see her as a daughter. She was a good daughter. Her dad has Alzheimer's. She took care of him. Then we got to see her kind of as the girlfriend for both Bruce and Joker, who she slept with both, used them both, and then faked her death. Now that sounds like Selina. I'm just saying, not that she would sleep with Joker. They don't get along. Like, she puts up with him when she's a villain, but she's not friends with him ever. So, maybe if it was someone else, it'd be more believable, but they did get her character relatively close to what I would see Selina in a normal comic book. She's very manipulative. She's doing out for her. She's only thinking about her. She's not thinking about the repercussions. Now, the only thing they added to this was the reason for her, and I'm telling you the end right now, faking her death was to get her trust fund to help her dad. And yes, everybody in this apparently has a trust fund. I've been around 32 years and I've never met a single person with one. But anyways, they all are trust fund babies. So, could I see Selina doing this? Yeah, absolutely. I think they actually did pretty decent with Selina. Now, I am also female. This is more driven towards me, maybe 15 years ago, but even so. So I'm probably going to go on it a little less heavy than most. But, the fact that you took the Batman mythos and turned it into your garbage propaganda is ridiculous. You could have made a completely brand new story, and this would have been fine. This would have held up. I'm not even going to lie. It probably would have, as a graphic novel with different characters. You could have kept the characters the same as they are in the Batman mythos, and absolutely, 100%, nothing would have changed. Nothing. There was absolutely, I'm telling you right now, in this whole book, no need to change one character's ethnicity. It didn't change the plot whatsoever. It was strictly identity politics. It was strictly, look, I'm Asian or part Asian, whatever she is, Chinese. I want to see me in Bruce Wayne. That's all it was. Like, I wish I could sit here and tell you, you know what? This was changed for a reason, simply because, it furthered the plot somehow. Not even a little bit. She took every bad character and made them white. Well, besides Selina, and you kind of empathize with Selina. She took every single character besides Ivy and Joker and race swapped them. Every single one, down to motherfucking Gordon. Like, I'm gonna go through this story tomorrow, but my God, this was the biggest fucking joke I have ever. Like, this is, goddess mode, female furies, fucking Omni-Bad. Like, I'm shocked at how this ended up. I shouldn't be, but I am shocked at how current day this is. And the fact that, thank God this is Elseworld's story. Obviously, it's a graphic novel. But if you let this woman write in continuity, I won't buy a single book she's on. I'm just saying right now, I love my comics. I maybe go over the top and defend them more than I should. This was fucking garbage. This wasn't just garbage, it was fucking garbage. There goes my monetization. Anyways, that's enough for this one. I'm definitely going to talk about this more tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think about this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.